Okay, hi everyone. So today we're going to learn how to solve two-step equations. And before we start, we should go over the three basic rules we need in order to solve this. So the first rule is you've got to remember what the order of operation is. So a way to remember that is by the acronym PEMDAS. So does anyone remember what PEMDAS stands for? Yes.
Parentheses, exponents,
Yes.
multiplication,
Uh-huh.
division,
Okay, great.
addition,
And
subtraction.
good job. So the thing to remember is that when we try to simplify an expression, we use PEMDAS, right? But when we're trying to solve for a variable, we're not simplifying. We're trying to isolate the variable. And in order to do that, we need to do the reverse of PEMDAS. Is that understood? So usually when we start to simplify, we simplify what's in the parentheses first, right? But if the variable is in the parentheses, you can't solve for the number in the parentheses. So you have to start by doing subtraction and then addition. Does that make sense? Okay, and then if it doesn't, it'll make more sense when we go through the actual problem. So reverse. Okay, the second important rule is to always remember to keep your equation balanced. And so what I mean by that is if I add to one side of the equation, it is important for me to also add to the other side of the equation. Otherwise, my equation won't be valid. And then the third step is to always remember to have my variable isolated. And so by variable, I mean like an unknown number or letter. And so usually a variable is represented by a letter in the equation, which you will see when we go through. And so these three steps might be hard to remember, and a way to remember it is, do you see this bear? And we will call it OB. So OB stands for order of operation, balanced, and variable isolated, or to simplify, isolation. So, does everyone want to say hi, Obi?
Hi, Obi.
Okay, great. So, we'll start by an easy equation. And so, we'll say minus 1, negative 1 equals 5 plus x over 6 minus 2. Okay, so when we first try to solve this problem, what do we want to do first? So we will look at our first step, and what does it say?
Order of operation.
Okay, so how would we first solve this problem? Does anyone know?
Multiply both sides by 6.
So that is what you do when you actually do PEMDAS. But we're supposed to do reverse PEMDAS. So that means we would actually start by
Plus 2.
Yes, by removing the negative 2. So in order to cancel out negative 2, we have to add it by 2 to make it 0. And so, what's our second step?
Add the other
Balance.
side.
Yes, because the equation has to be balanced. Good job. So, when we solve out this part of the equation, negative 2 plus 2 will equal
0.
So it will cancel out, right? So, what does negative 1 plus 2 equal?
Plus 1.
Yes, positive 1. So, then after we do that, we bring 5 plus x over 6 down. Okay, now we do the whole step over again. So what do we do next?
Multiply 6.
Yes, using the order of operation. So if we multiply by 6 to remove the 6 from the denominator, yes? So if we multiply by 6 on this side, we have to do
6.
Multiply by
yes.
6. over.
Great job. So 6 times 1 is
6.
6. And then the 6 over here and the 6 over here
Cancel.
will cancel out. So then you would just be left with 5 plus x, right? Okay, now we do the whole step over again. So, what do?
Order of operation.
Exactly. So, what do we do with the 5?
Subtract 5 from both sides.
Because we want to.
Make it balanced.
Great job. So, 5 minus 5 will
Equal
0.
0, not 1.